Every day we hear about women demanding safety, boundaries, and respect, but when the man is a victim, suddenly the world goes silent. Today we're going to be breaking down 3 cases that show exactly why men feel unsafe, unheard, and just disposable. Case number 1, a man who was abused, believed his children were being abused, and was pushed past his limit by his partner.
Stop hitting me, please.
Can you take me to San Antonio,
I'm
please?
not.
I will pay you if you take me to San Antonio,
No,
please.
baby, you put yourself in this situation and I can't do it.
Always me.
I can't do it. I can't do
Daddy's
it.
sending me to jail, Mommy.
I'm
By
not
not taking me to San Antonio.
Brainwash him,
Daddy's sending Mommy to jail.
I'm not gonna do this.
Billy, I'm asking you to fucking turn around.
I know, baby. Yeah, I'm done. Like, no.
Then pull over and walk home.
I'm not.
I'm gonna call my mom.
Call your mom. I can drop you off at your mom's work. I'm not gonna do this to myself anymore. I keep telling myself that everything's gonna be okay. It's not.
Mom, Billy's not taking me to San Antonio. He's here crying like a baby back bitch because we're late. Mom, I need to get to San Antonio. I already called my fucking probation officer and he doesn't want to take me. We were on our way and now he turned back. Mom, I really need to get to San Antonio.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm done. Like, yeah.
He says he's done because I kept telling him I'm in this fucking mess because of you in the first place. He literally is turning back to Laredo, Mom.
Ah, stop hitting me! The girls are in the car! We're gonna crash!
Park right here. Park right here.
Okay, we're gonna crash!
Right here. My mom is coming.
Okay, I'll take you to the Love's Bar.
Park right here.
You're not even on the phone with her!
He is. Look.
Let me talk to her!
Look.
Let me talk to
She's
her!
right there.
Where can I meet you, Edith?
Mom, I really need you to take me to San Antonio, Mom. I'm not even fucking playing.
I'm not gonna do it.
Pull over right here. He's speeding.
I'm gonna drop you off where your mom's work is at.
Oh my God, Mom, I already called my lawyer and he said that I better be there by 9 o'clock. If not, I'm gonna go to jail, Mom.
We weren't even gonna make it.
Shit asshole that I am, Mom. All because
I'm not gonna say nothing about what happened, but tell your mom whatever you want.
Just drop me off at the Lowe's.
I will.
Drop me in the girls'
I will. Erica, you can't fight me on the street! Erica, we're gonna crash! And we're gonna fucking die!
I don't care. I'd rather die than have to go to jail.
Bella, everybody put their seatbelts on, dude! Everybody!
You're a fucking piece of shit, Billy.
I'm not.
You're the biggest piece of
Okay,
shit
okay.
who sent his wife to fucking jail.
Okay.
Or your own fucking orgullo a la verga. Send me the $40 now.
I am.
Send me the $40
Okay.
now.
Okay.
This video has gone viral on social media. What people don't really know is how the story ends. People are in the comments like, I hope he got help. He's doing 50 years. He did try to get help, but nothing really came of it because he's a man. When men call for help, they get ignored or just outright blamed. I'll let him tell you his account of the abuse that he endured.
Did any incidents happen after that?
We had gotten in an argument one time at the house, and I was trying to get out of the house, and when I was trying to get away from her, a cologne bottle had fallen on the floor and she stepped on it, cut her foot, so that gave me a chance to open the door, and I was able to get in my vehicle and skirt off, well, before she got to open the passenger door and continue the abuse.
So there were other times.
Yes, there were other times that the cops in San Antonio, before that, they had proof because I was bleeding from the side of the head. She said, it doesn't matter what I do or how I do it, that she's never gonna lose because of her aunt Becky Palomo is a judge and she can get away basically with anything, in other words.
Now, this man has been experiencing all of this abuse for so long, and they finally separate. But now he has reason to believe that his daughter is being abused.
2 weeks prior to that happening, she had came to drop off my daughter, and my daughter had a big knot on her head, and she said that it happened at school. And when I told her that I was going to go to school and get the incident report, she freaked out and said, oh, you're always acting like an investigator. Why do you have to do that? And I never got the paperwork from the school. So I figured if she's been abusing me this whole time, that she was abusing my daughter as well. Put my daughter to bed, and I got as much rest as I could thinking about how I was going to approach Ms. Torres.
So not only does he believe that the woman who's been abusing him is now abusing their child, which is not an extreme thought to have, there is 100% reason to believe that your abuser will go ahead and inflict abuse on a child. It happens so many times in domestic violence situations. So when he started investigating this sexual abuse, this is what happened.
So did she threaten you by, you're never going to see your daughter again?
Yes, and somewhere in there where she says, this is why I never let you have the baby, and I figured that she's never going to let me see the baby again, especially if I tell her that her brother was fondling with my daughter.
So at this point, your whole world is crashing in. I mean, you got an abuse on your daughter. You have no way to help her.
Yes, sir.
She's already threatened to take your daughter away. You're not going to be able to see her.
A judge should have looked at this situation and given custody to the father, considering that there was previous domestic violence reports. But if you're a man who's the victim, it's not treated that way. Judges will look at it and be like, oh, well, the mother needs to have the children. After years of abuse, after years of him not being taken seriously, one day he just snaps. And this is what happens.
We wake up. I made my daughter pancakes as well for my roommate. I made breakfast, and I was thinking about how I was gonna approach it. So I decided I would call Miss Torres. And so when I called her and I told her I needed to talk to her, something was going on with my daughter, she says, "Oh, there's always something going around with my daughter. That's why I never give it to you, because you're always investigating her," and hung up the phone. Or she said, "I'm on my way," and she hung up the phone.
Did she threaten you by, you're never going to see your daughter again?
Yes, and somewhere in there where she says, this is why I never let you have the baby, and I figured that she's never going to let me see the baby again, especially if I tell her that her brother was fondling with my daughter.
So at this point, your whole world is crashing in. I mean, you got an abuse on your daughter. You have no way to help her.
Yes, sir.
She's already threatened to take your daughter away. You're not going to be able to see her. What was the objections? I didn't hear it.
Eating.
Okay. So what do you have in your mind going into this?
Well, after I told her that and she hung up the phone, I guess she wasn't too far, and I snapped. It's when I completely lost. I figure I lost my temper. I blacked out, and I unloaded my weapon on Miss Torres. I mean, the last thing I would have ever thought is nobody deserves to be shot. Nobody deserves to be shot.
Right.
Trust me, I regret it every day. I wish it would never happen. But it happened, sir, and I mean, I felt like I was left with no choice.
Was that your way in protecting your daughter?
Yes.
Okay.
He thought that his daughter was going to be taken away. I assume, based off of the history, that she was evoking more of her abuse on him. I want to point out her behavior. I mean, just take a look at this weird bitch.
How have the actions done by the defendant on June 1st, 2024 affected you?
I have lack of nutrition. I usually am always weak. I have a lot of scars, a lot of pain.
I'm usually weak. Bitch, it doesn't look like you're not eating. I'm sorry. I'm not one to fat shame people, but I'm just saying.
Pain is usually internally, my stomach.
Oh, okay, well, I guess, so, it seems like a lot. I guess let's start with the physical first, all right? And if you will, if we can start from the head down, okay?
Like, she's just so weird. You can't tell me that she's not a weird bitch sitting on there. You've been traumatized, right? You're the victim. And you're sitting up on the stand, like, laughing. But this reminds me of another case where a man is being abused by his wife. His wife is in the military. She's a high-ranking officer. And this woman starts setting up an alibi to say that she's abused. She starts calling 911 and saying, you know, my husband's hitting me, and he's in the background, like, clearly not hitting her. Well, one day, it all escalates.
My wife has locked all the doors and said I'm not allowed to come in. So I'm outside with my daughter screaming that she wants to go inside and I can't.
Okay, what's your...
Yeah, y'all have already been out here once today.
Yeah, and you said that now your wife is not allowing you to come outside?
Come inside, yeah.
Come inside the home?
Yeah.
Isn't there like another child home as well?
Yeah.
Right?
My 4-year-old's inside. She said he's napping, and my 12-year-old stepdaughter is inside.
The police had already been out there earlier that day because she claimed that he was abusing her. The police found no evidence of this. They inevitably made her allow him to go back into the house, which that in itself speaks a lot because usually in domestic violence situations, they make couples separate. But that's when things escalate. And this is the second and last 911 call.
Sheriff's Office emergency.
Hi, you guys have been out to my house twice today, and then most recently the deputy talked my wife into letting me in the house, and then she locked me in the garage and tried to break my arm when I was trying to get back inside. She's currently got me locked in the garage because earlier she broke both of the big doors, and then when I came out here to fix it after getting in the house earlier, she locked the door behind me. And then when I tried to
What was that?
You just shot me!
Not the shooting with somebody. She's driving. She just shot him. I just heard 4 shots. Sir, are you there? Sir, are you there? He's not answering.
Now, the reason why I bring these two stories together is because these are two men that have been abused, that have reached out to law enforcement, and even though law enforcement should have separated them, but because I feel like it wasn't taken as seriously as it would if he had been a woman. Now, the woman in the first case got away with it. He got 50 years in jail, and I'll read the news article to you in a moment, but in regards to this man being shot in his garage, the woman would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for him being on the phone with 911 because she had made previous reports. She would have gotten away with self-defense. The police had the 911 call. They physically heard her open the door, and so her self-defense claim was not accepted. But in the case of Billy Delgado, he wasn't so lucky. He did not get the justice that he needed. One news report reads, a jury sentenced Billy Delgado to 50 years in prison Wednesday, July 30th, for shooting his ex-wife 5 times during a custody exchange in 2024. These men lost their lives, one to prison, one to death, because the system didn't protect them.